The first pick in the 2020 draft.
To win a national championship and build them into a Super Bowl team. Welcome to the program.
Hello, welcome. So Matt is sitting in the background, enjoying a nice peaceful evening, and you get me. So welcome. We are going to do Conference 2 and Conference 3. We'll tag Nate in when we get to a certain point, and he will have the odds for those. But yeah, it's going to be, we're going to shoot for an hour and a half max. Then we might call it quits and just do the last 50 guys after that. So Matt, we're ready to roll. So starting out, we have Caleb Burton, 60-30-10, split between Maryland, Cal, and Florida. And we will see where it goes. Thank God. Needed that one. All right. Caleb Burton is not an upset. He's going to Maryland. Next up, we have Larry Turner Gooden, Washington and Tennessee. Roll film. He is going to Washington. So we'll add him in here. And our next one, Devin Brown, quarterback headed to Ohio State now. 80-15-5 between UTSA, USC, and Florida. And we're off. Any upsets yet? Or are we just going to sit here in Chalkland in C2? Oh, I have lost the screen. It is just me. We will never know. Devin Brown, upset, going to USC. Coach Simpson pulls the upset. All right. Next up, Jordan James, Cal, Miami, and Tennessee in on him. He is going to Cal. It's not getting too wild on my end yet. Anthony Ivy, 70-20-10. Roll tape. It's going to be my phrase tonight. Upset. He is going to Georgia. All right, Megs. I saw your comment. All right, so Georgia is getting Anthony Ivy. And now we have Antonio Kite. Well, let's roll it. Tennessee with the upset. Wow. Now we're getting into the thick of it. Into the thick of it. That's from something. It's going to be a great show. I'm talking to myself. Keon Burnett. 70-20-10 between USC, Washington, and Cal. He is going to USC. Go Trojans. All right. Next up, Marion Brown, UTSA and USC battling it out for him. You're good. UTSA gets Marion Brown. All right. Next up, Jacurri Brown between Georgia, UTSA, and Miami. He is going to head to UTSA with the upset on Jacurri. There you go. He may have lost Devin Brown, but he gets Jacurri Brown. All right. Let's see here. Up we have Marion Horn, USC, Florida, and Georgia in on him. And he is going to go to Florida. On the upset. We have quite a few upsets happening here. Florida trying to build their class on National Signing Day. They started out with 6 guys, so this is a good pull for them. Next, we have Jaren Kanich between Washington and UCLA. And he is going to Washington. Next up, Reggie Florima. And Florima is deciding between a few schools, and he is going to go to Georgia. Wow, what an upset there. 10% odds. Georgia pulls the upset on Florima. All right, just one moment. All right, so Georgia is out on Isaiah Satanga. So it is just between Maryland and Florida. And it will be a 60-40. So you can just do 0 for Georgia there, and I don't think they'll get pulled. And he's going to Florida. Now Maryland's getting upset. This is not what we signed up for today. So Satagna decides the Terps are not good enough for him. Next up, Jerry Cross, 85-15 split between Maryland and Florida. And he's going to Maryland. So we'll throw him up here. All right. Next up, Chandler Smith, USC and Florida, 85-15 split. And he is going to go to USC. I think I just said the wrong names. That is correct. It was between USC and Florida. Chandler Smith going to USC. All right. Next up, Jidarian Price, Miami, Cal, USC in on him. With Miami with the big odds on him at 85. And they get him. So Miami lands Jidarian Price. And now we move on to Dane Key, deciding between USC and Georgia. He is going to USC. Starting to get tricky here. All right. Brady Allen, signed between UNC and Washington, 90-10 split. Garrett has been on him all season. Let's see if it pays off. And it does. Brady Allen committing to the Tar Heels. Next up, Dallin Hayden, USC, Cal, and Georgia in on him. He is headed to USC. USC pulling in quite a few recruits today. All right. Now we have Tanner Bailey between Florida, USC, and Georgia. He is going to USC. And he has decided he does not like USC anymore. They have decided they like other recruits more. And let's see if Georgia is still on him. Nope. So he is a solo commit to Florida. All right. Next up, Nick Anderson, 70-20-10 split between Maryland, Florida, and Miami. And he is headed to Maryland for now. All right. Next up, Braden Davis, Cal, USC, and Georgia in on him. You have Jibran Payne. That's fine. We can do Payne. Washington and USC in on him. He is choosing USC. I'll just double check to make sure USC actually wants him. And they do. I just need to fix one thing real quick. Chandler Smith is now going to Florida. Congratulations, Florida. He has chosen his second option after USC pulled his scholarship. All right. Now you have Arlen Harris. Okay. So we have 80-20 between Maryland and Washington. He is going to Maryland. All your dreams come true. That's what they say anyways. And with that move, Nick Anderson is now going to have to be re-rolled. So we will mark him as a re-roll. And we can get to him a little bit later. All right, next up is Dakota Twitty. Twitty is deciding between USC and Georgia. And USC, let's see if they want him. They're getting a little picky with their recruits right now. And they will gladly have Dakota Twitty join their ranks. All right, next up is Tavin Jackson, fighting between UTSA and Georgia. And let's see where he ends up. He is going to UTSA. So, one moment here. He is actually, he might not be committing. They have pulled his scholarship, and Georgia doesn't want him either. So Tavin Jackson is not committing today. All right, Nico Marichal is not going there. So we have Jaden Ott, deciding between Georgia, Miami, Washington. 70, 20, 10. He is going to go to Washington. Nice pull for Teach up there in the northwest. I know my directions. All right, CJ Brown is next, deciding between UCLA and Washington. CJ Brown going to UCLA. Congratulations, Jaren. All right, so he has him. Elijah Brown, deciding between UNC and Cal. And he will be going to UNC. Carolina, Elijah Brown. All right. And let's see. Next we have Amika Megwa, deciding between Florida or Tennessee. And he is going to Tennessee. Nice pull for whoever's the coach there, Coach Hicks. And the last one with Matt before we take in Nate is going to be Aryan Knighton, deciding between Maryland, Florida, and UCLA. And he chose Maryland. Let's double check. He will not be coming to Maryland. So he will be deciding between Florida and UCLA. And it will be 80-20. And he is going to UCLA. Right. And now we're going to tag Nate in. I'm going to send Matt on his way so he can enjoy a night with the kids. Now you get to see me. There's Nate. And we're going to be taking this show over. We do have a couple things to re-roll from here. And we have a bunch of solo commits to also add in. So we will get to those.
Just so you know, I have no idea where we're at. I've been just putting in names for C3 the whole time. So.
Oh, you're perfectly fine. I will guide you, young grasshopper.
Good. Let's see.
Maybe. All right.
I got through almost all of them for C3. So.
Yeah, they will be a changing. The first one that we need to re-roll is going to be Nick Anderson. And then if you want to share your screen, Matt will allow you to before he disappears.
Hopefully.
He'll be looking at us staring at our screens.
That'll be really exciting.
Yeah, it will be so exciting. Just like my voice in the background. Perfect. So Nick is going to be deciding between 3 schools. And it will be a 70-20-10 split.
Okay, so 70-20-10 between
Florida, Miami, and Tennessee.
Like that?
Just like that.
You see my screen?
Yep.
Awesome.
All right, let's see where it goes. We are not professionals. We are not as good as Matt is at this.
Not at all.
You can just pick one.
Boom.
Miami.
Oh, did I really put UM for Miami? Sorry.
Yeah.
That should have just been the U.
Happens to the best.
I just finished having to type UM for Michigan. I don't know how many times in C3. So that's what did that.
The joys. Next one we have is Braden Davis.
Okay, hold up. So let's see.
3 teams.
Oh gosh.
That's an abyss. Do not send us down that. All right, so Braden Davis is a 60-30-10 between Cal, USC, and Georgia. All
30-10,
right,
you said?
any more of these? What'd you say? 60-30-10. Yep,
Cal, USC, and Georgia.
that is correct.
Got it. Bada boom.
He's going to Cal.
Yay.
Hey, Cal.
You got it?
Yep. I'm just entering these solo commits that have happened on the board. UTSA, Isaiah Horton. Nice get for them, getting Isaiah Horton on a solo commit.
There you go.
We also have, let's see if Sam Roush or Jamarian Wayne are going to USC.
Has Rice gotten anybody yet? I didn't think I heard our name called at all in that long
Yeah, no
line.
one cares about Rice.
Oh man. I traded all these players away, made all these open spaces, and nobody's gonna even come to Rice.
Yep, that happens. All right, so Sam Roush is going nowhere. Jamarian Wayne is currently committed to USC, but times could be a-changing.
I stopped sharing, by the way, until you're ready.
You can keep sharing, then they don't have to look at me doing this. Chris Graves is going to Florida on a solo commit. Quite the journey for him.
There you go.
Isn't Army supposed to say, I love that journey for him?
I love that journey. Love that for you.
Jaden Mangum is solo committing to Tennessee. Go Volunteer.
Woo!
All right, Cody Jones and Benji Gosnell are also solo committing to Tennessee. Somebody must have been using the board to notice how to get solo commits from, or just put points on players who didn't have any commitment
Well done.
decisions yet. All right, I'm ready for you.
I've never been more proud, Matt.
Next up is Joseph Griffin Jr.
Let me share screen real quick. That's probably important to this.
Yes, I'm sure Matt's like, can he just keep his screen shared so I don't have to keep allowing him?
Joseph Griffin Jr.
Yep. Can we trust you to non-biasedly tell us the proper answer of where he's going? It is a two-person race between North Carolina and UCLA, a 90-10 split. UCLA is 2 away from filling their class.
Who did you say the top one was?
UNC.
90 and UCLA is 10.
Yep.
And North Carolina. So you go.
I don't think we can believe this. We need you to share your screen.
Is it not sharing?
It's not sharing.
It says it's sharing.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet Matt didn't allow it.
Yeah, Matt has to click a button, and we kind of let him loose.
Yeah, I didn't think about him having to reshare.
Who is this player? Joseph Griffin? Perfect.
Yeah, let's see.
All right, next is DeAnthony Gatson.
Hold up, let's see. Oh.
The joys in the background when you hear the ding, and it's Nate texting Matt to let him share his screen. Sir. We do have a solo commit of Bennett Christian going to Cal. We can announce that.
Oh, there you go.
Yay, Cal.
Woo-hoo. Go Bears.
And we're about to have a bunch more solo commits start to pop up for us here.
Who's the next role you want me to put
The
in?
next role is
there it
DeAnthony
is.
Gatson. All right, now don't make Matt mad. Just leave your screen shared. Don't look at
Yes.
us.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so this is between 3 schools: UCLA, Florida, and North Carolina.
Who was it again?
Gatson. We can just do last names.
I'm probably still going to misspell it.
Oh, you're good. That's perfect. It's phonetic.
Beautiful. Hey,
UCLA, Florida, UNC. And it is a 70-20-10. If this player commits to UCLA, he will still not have fully filled his class.
no. Well, that was anticlimactic.
He went to UCLA?
Yep.
Congratulations, Jaren.
Woo! Gatson to Ukla.
Wish more people called it that. All right, next we have Quincy Mcadoo, and he is a 80-20 split between Tennessee and UCLA. If UCLA gets him, his class is full.
80.
Yep, 80-20.
Nope. He has volunteered.
We all should have volunteered more. All right, so he is a volunteer. Next is Omari Kelly, so just Kelly, and he's an 80-20 split between Tennessee and UCLA.
All right, and another volunteer.
How many volunteers?
Many, many.
All right, Omari Kelly, and Tennessee is one away from filling their class.
Oh, there you go.
All right, next up is Samuel Brown, and let me just check with Georgia real quick to see if they even want him. They do not. So this will be a 80-20 split between Washington and UCLA. UCLA has met the minimum of 40 points on a lot of players. A lot of
Almost
players.
like he had a very wide sweeping bonus that put him in on a lot of people.
He did. He also put his points in exactly to reach 40. This guy is at 41.325. The next guy, 40.6.
Nice. I'm impressed.
So he did a little math, or he used his sheet, which auto-calculates for him.
Yeah. It's almost like we built a
Figure it
tool
out.
just for that. Washington won, by the way.
I saw that. All right, so he's going to Washington. Now we have Marion Brown, which is a 3-team. Nice. Antonio or AJ?
A Brown.
All right, and he is deciding between Florida, Miami, and UCLA, 70-20-10. Miami, UCLA. Miami, UCLA.
Nope. Florida.
Really want. Okay, now UCLA is full. They have gotten their last commit with a solo commit by Bo Pribula.
I was like, no, he went to Florida.
Now the next guy.
Got it.
Okay, so Bo Pribula going to UCLA. And we have Kentrell Marks, who is solo committing to Washington. UCLA had a chance, but they just chalk. All right, next
I guess the fact that we haven't gotten any of my guys shows just how far down they are on the list, huh? Something like that.
Yep, probably. Peter Kickwada going nowhere. Caden Helms solo committing to Miami. Kickwada got kicked to the curb because Maryland and Tennessee both do not want him. All right, next we have Amari Black, who is a 70-20-10 split. So 3 teams.
Amari Black or Amari
Black. Nye Black.
Nye Black. Yes or no?
Nye Black. It is Nye Black.
Okay, cool. I was like, wait a second.
three teams. I took out the Nye. I am so sorry. Now he's not going to commit to Maryland. It's 70-20-10 Maryland, Cal, Florida. If he doesn't commit, I know exactly why. Mad disrespect on this show.
There you go. Maryland, did you know you still got him? Put him Christmas humor.
I think I did that wrong.
Oh, no.
There we go. It's getting down to the nitty gritty. All right, next we have Faison Wilson, who is he's a solo commit to Florida.
Oh.
Congrats, Florida.
Woo! Trump.
They also get Kai Stokes as a solo commit next. And they are approaching filling their class. This is what we love to see on National Signing Day. Players who can't go to the school they wanted to, deciding to go to a school that will take them.
That's the true essence of what National Signing Day really means to all of us.
Is MJ Morris solo committing to UTSA? He is not. He is getting his row deleted. All right, Justin Williams solo committing to Miami. Garrett Rangel and Rodney Hill are both solo committing to Rice.
Hey, there's names.
Congratulations, Rice. Now, they will stay solo committed there until a player higher on your list comes around later.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
All right, next we have Jaden. Nope, Jaden Dangle is a solo commit to Cal because UCLA is done.
Yay.
Yay. I know, this is where it gets boring because I'm just deleting teams. Eli Raridan. Let's see if USC liked him. They did. Okay, so this is a real one. This is a two-teamer.
Oh, snap. Okay.
80-20 between Cal and USC.
Who was this?
Yeah, Eli Raridan. I like the way you said it. A Raridan. Yeah, two teams, 80-20 between Cal and USC. And the rare one is going to Cal.
Cal. I didn't know it disappeared if you clicked it again.
Oh, man, we could have had fun with that.
Yeah.
All right, we are now on to Devon Mortimer. He is a three-team split, 70-20-10. Just call him Morty, or that works too. Three-team split between Miami, Tennessee. Oh, it's actually only two, but you can just do UCLA as 0. So Miami and Tennessee is a 80-20. Just kidding. Tennessee is also full. He is a solo commit to Miami.
Oh, there we go.
So glad I made you do all that.
Should probably roll it just in case.
Was he ever going to go anywhere else?
Oh. Plot twist.
He's going to the U. I didn't see that you did that. All right. AJ Swan out to the walk-on draft. Here we go. We got a guy. Jay Sean Patterson. UCLA is done. Let's see where Georgia has him. Actually, they don't matter. No offense, Georgia. You won the national. You won conference too. So this is a three-teamer. It is a 80-15-5 split between North Carolina, Miami, and Washington.
Say those again.
North Carolina, Miami, Washington. And it's 80-15-5.
Oh, there you go. North Carolina.
UNC. And just like that, UNC's class may be full. But
yay,
you never know. Stranger things have happened on this show. All right. Next up, we have a couple solo commits to Washington, Chance Bogan, Sean Miller, and Damon Claiborne. All three solo committing to Washington.
Woo. That was me howling like a husky.
And Washington is 2 away from filling their class. Jaden Ott, did he commit earlier? He did.
Oh,
right?
gosh. That's a good question.
I know you weren't here.
No, don't say.
And then Marion Horn also committed. All right, so Georgia's class is also full. Congrats, Georgia. Now it's just getting interesting for me. Okay. He went to UNC. These 3 all went to Washington. Marcarius White. Does UTSA want him? What do you think?
Considering that if I pulled up the network sheet to give you that answer, everyone would see it. I'm going to say I have no idea.
We will take him.
There you go.
And UTSA is also full. Congratulations, Megs. Your class is fully committed. We have
Well done.
a bunch of solos. Anthony Henderson's going to Washington. Josh Hoover's deciding to go to Tennessee. We have a 85-15 split between North Carolina and Washington.
Who's this for again?
Zakir Brown. Let's call him Z. Save yourself trying to type out Zakir.
Yep.
85-15 between Washington and UNC. And good news is he was going to Washington anyways, because UNC has filled their class.
Oh, sweet.
This is where it gets interesting. Okay. Miami getting a solo commit from Zion Turner. Dylan Bell going to UTSA on a solo commit.
I thought they were full.
He was one of their solo commits that filled them.
Ah.
In their rankings, these guys were higher, so they already were up there.
Got it.
I'm just letting him know who we got. Okay, Miami got Zion Turner, and Zakir is going to Washington to fill theirs.
Well, the network sheet is not loading all the way on my phone, so.
Okay. Full. Tennessee, full. Let's see what teams we have left. USC is still out there. Rice is still out there.
Hoot hoot.
Cal, Maryland, and Florida. But there are some preferences that could come into play. And right here on Dylan Sampson, he is going to be let's see, what is this? A 50-50 split between Cal and USC.
Oh, that's me, isn't it? Sorry. I heard you say it, but it didn't compete. Who was it?
Cal and USC.
Yeah, but what's the player?
Dylan Sampson.
I'm sorry, I was completely distracted. You said, what's the split?
50-50. Cal, USC. USC, Cal.
Battle of California. There you go.
He is going to California. That is.
He is going to California, in fact.
For Sorton.
Southern California.
All right, that was to USC. Say goodbye to CJ Stokes.
Goodbye.
We will eventually figure out a better method to this. Washington's full. Tennessee is full. Zach Evans is a solo commit to Maryland right now. If he fits. Nope. Zach Evans to the portal.
To the portal.
Okay. Now we keep scrolling. Camden Brown also to the portal.
Scrolling on the river.
Caden Pope solo committing to UTSA. Bryson Donnell, USC doesn't want him, so he's out in the open. Quintavious Lockett also. What a great name. He is not committing anywhere.
Boo.
Okay, let's see if anybody's got Quan Lee on their list. Also a great name. So he is solo committing currently to Cal. Quan Lee. And we are almost done with C2. What a wonderful feeling.
Yay.
Cal also is getting a solo commit from AJ Jones for the time being. So their class is full pending them finding somebody they like more.
Uh-oh.
If they pre-submitted their rankings. Josh McCown's kid, Owen McCown, is solo committing to Maryland.
There you go.
Until Maryland hopefully lands somebody they like more. The players at the bottom. CJ Nelson, UTSA. Bryce Archie, Georgia. Xavier and Bryce going nowhere. Same with Jacob Knuth.
Hey, he's got a lot of potential left in his life, okay?
Knuth or Xavier and Bryce?
Whoever you said is going nowhere.
Che Nwabako is solo committing to Rice.
Yes.
However, Rice does need to break the news to Rodney Danger Hill.
Oh, yeah.
That he is no longer under scholarship.
Whose decision was that?
Talk to the coach. Luther Righteson is a solo commit to Maryland, and he is taking the spot of somebody on the team. He is taking the spot of Jerry Cross, who is now going to Florida, and Florida's team is full.
Poor kid had already posted to Instagram.
Picture with the Terps. Luther Richardson. Don't worry, here we don't hit kids. Caleb Webb is a solo commit to UTSA. Too soon. Eden James and Boyd are not going anywhere. Let me just double check on Jaden Boyd. Yep, he's gone. All right, then we have Travis Hunter solo committing to Maryland, who will hold his scholarship for him. Now we have Xavier Townsend. This is a three-teamer, a 70-20-10 split.
Here, 1 second.
Maryland, Rice, and Cal.
This is Townsend.
I don't know what these comments are.
Let's see.
Vark Tech, it's a new college, I guess.
What?
70-20-10, Maryland, Rice, Cal. Xavier Townsend, a hot commodity on the market.
There you go, Maryland.
Did not expect to land every player, so sadly, Luther Richardson is getting his.
Oh no!
We just made the bad comment too. Yep, sorry, Luther. We just think he has too much damage. And Joseph Anderson is a solo commit to Rice, and Andrew Paul is a solo commit to Maryland. All right, that is done. That's it for C2. We will move on to C3. See if Park Tech lands any recruits over there.
Yeah, I'm just going to show everyone the comments. Architect. Got it. I don't know who that is.
I don't either. So you have these loaded up already, right?
I should. And you just make sure they're right as you read them.
Perfect. First up, Dion Bouyet.
Bouyet.
is a 80-20 between SMU and Pepperdine. Neither team actually has him listed high on their list.
Beautiful.
And he is going to Smoo.
Smooth.
All right, so Smoo gets Dion Bouyet. Man, I'm not going to lie. He's got a name that's very fun to say.
Booyah.
All right, and he may be recommitting by the end of the night.
Of
Next
course.
up, Kendrick Law, a solo commit to Michigan.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait.
Now we have Keegan Burnett. A 85-15 split between Pepperdine and Michigan. And Burnett will be going to Pepperdine.
Pep.
The Waves, right? What is Pepperdine's?
Yeah. I think the Waves. Something that looks like a wave. Either wave or surfer dude.
All right, next up, Marion Horn, 80-20 split between Florida State and Michigan.
Florida State. Lots of chalk to start C3.
All right, Marion Horn is locked in. He was number 4 on their ranking, and they have 4 spots available. Steve Angeli, a 70-20-10 split between UCF, Vanderbilt, and Florida State.
Yeah, still no upsets.
UCF, who is looking to fill up their roster. They do have enough solo commits to basically fill it, but we're going to try to add some players they can add through challenges.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Holden Guerinier, 85-10-5 split between Vandy, Michigan, and Florida State. He had 659 points on him.
Whole bunch of chalk.
Going to Vandy.
Hey, he made the Elite 11 finals. He could be okay.
And Vanderbilt will no longer be giving a commitment to Chaz Nimrod.
Nimrod.
We are going to delete him from down here so I don't go read that name twice. All right. Next up, Tanner Bailey, 80-20 split between Florida State and Michigan.
Chalk.
I think. He's pretty low on their list, though, so that could change. Tanner Bailey. All right, next up, Braden Davis, 80-20 split between Michigan and LSU.
Go Tigers. Nope. Not in the first upset. Not even for a Go Tigers. Jeez and Pete's. The chalk is strong with this one.
Braden Davis going to Michigan. I do really appreciate the schools that are going straight chalk. It definitely helps when trying to figure out where recruits are going. Sam Roush, 70-20-10 split between Vanderbilt, SMU, and Michigan.
Chalk.
Vandy.
I mean, a little bit less chalk.
Vandy has 15 commitments.
Anchor down.
So Vanderbilt will now be getting deleted from any other player they were in on.
Congratulations on being
I'm
removed.
actually going to do that now, and you can talk about how great Vanderbilt is.
Vanderbilt is a pretty cool school, if I say so myself. Actually, I have a friend that's going to Vanderbilt Law School, so I need to go visit him sometime. Now that I think about it.
That was almost enough time for me to get through all of my Vandies.
I can also talk about, let's see, they're located in Nashville, Tennessee, kind of on the west side of Nashville. There's a hotels attached to the football stadium, so you can like stay in the hotel room and see out your balcony and watch the football games. Let me think of what else I know about Vanderbilt.
And that is great. We're back to the show.
There we go. This has been brought to you by Vanderbilt University.
It has. Next up, Jamarian Wayne, 50-50, Florida State and Pepperdine.
Hey,
Florida
does it count
State,
as chalk if they were 50-50?
It does not.
Oh, man.
And they do like Jamarian enough to kick out Mason Taylor. Mason Taylor will no longer be solo committing.
Well then.
Next up is Isaiah Bond. And as they say, his word is his bond. He is deciding between some schools. Those schools would be Michigan and Florida State. I couldn't
Some
see him. I was on a
schools.
different part of the sheet. He's going to Michigan.
Decided between some schools.
So Michigan is one away from filling their recruiting class with solo commits as well as these ones they've won recently. Arlen Harris. Thank you to Pitt for popping out Arlen Harris and letting us all know about him. He has a 85-10-5 split between UCF, Pepperdine, and UNT.
Hey, finally an upset.
And he is going to Pepperdine.
Here you go, Pep.
He deserves a little good luck bouncing his way.
Yeah. He's had a couple of wrong side of some upsets this season.
Yeah, it's been a rough time for Pepperdine, but he's here to win them now. Next up is Nate Johnson, 90-10 split between UC Irvine and Florida State. And the Anteaters get him. They can, and they can lock him in. So Nate Johnson is going to UC Irvine.
There you go.
All right. Next up, we have Dakota Twitty, 85-15 split between NC State and Florida State. He is going to North Carolina.
Wolfpack.
Is almost perfect because that is where Matt Jackson is. Congratulations, Coach Jackson. Jaden Mangum is solo committing to Michigan.
It always throws me off when it's solo committing. I'm like, oh no, what'd I mess up?
Nico Marichal is solo committing to NC State. And now we are back to the roll with Antonio Martin. Antonio Martin, 70-20-10 split between Pepperdine, Florida State, and Michigan. We're going to be hearing a lot about these schools today.
Pep, pep, pep.
Pepperdine again.
On a roll.
He came to play.
You get it? Because the waves like roll over.
Yeah. Didn't know you had waves where you are.
No, we don't. We really don't.
CJ Brown, 85-10-5 split between UCF, Florida State,
Oh no.
and Pepperdine.
5. If Pepperdine wins now. No, okay.
UCF. More chalk. And they like CJ Brown, so he will be staying
Yay.
in Central Florida for now. Next up, Elijah Brown is a solo commit to UCF. Did I get you?
Nah. I was ready this time.
All right. After Elijah Brown, we have a couple more solo commits, Benji Gosnell and Amika Megwa. One going to NC State, the other going to UNT. Benji is going to NC State. And UNT picking up Amika Megwa for now.
For now.
Little stipulation there. He could be leaving. Next
we
up,
all
Greg Gaines, 80-20 split between Florida State and NC State. And he is
Chop,
going
chop,
to
chop.
Florida State. He's going to FSU. Literally, figuratively. Who is that guy? Greg Gaines?
Greg Gaines, Mr. GG.
And he was his top player that he wanted.
Oh, congratulations.
Congrats, Florida State.
Love that for you.
The receiver headed to Iowa State unless that has changed. Aryan Knighton is solo committing to LSU.
Go Tigers.
For now. I feel so bad for all these players who are just sitting on the edge of their seat wondering if they're actually going there. Joseph Griffin, 85-10-5 split between UCF, NC State, and Texas Tech.
There we go.
And he is not going to NC State, not going to Texas Tech. He's going with the chalk and going to UCF. Joseph Griffin Jr. Let's see if he wants him. He does. Congratulations, Joseph. You found a team that will most likely keep you. Yes, they will be.
Most likely will not throw you out on the street.
Quincy Mcadoo is deciding between Texas Tech, Florida State, and Michigan. This is a 85-10-5 split. It sounds like Texas Tech isn't winning.
Wow, 5% chance of Michigan.
A 5%er. Those are the wildest.
Yeah. Is that Michigan's 15th?
No. They would be with solo commits, but they can still win these guys because they're on chalk. Until those solo commits come in, they're not greened. So we have an 80-20 split here between Michigan and UCF for Omari Kelly.
Boom. Back-to-back Wolverines.
Michigan gets another, and that means that Camden Brown will have to find a new place to play football.
Get out.
Next up, Destin Wade solo committing to UC Irvine.
Oh.
Andy filled up their class.
There we go. I fixed it.
That time you had it.
I fixed it.
Oh, congratulations, UC Irvine. Next up, Samuel Brown. 70-20-10 split between UCF, Texas Tech, and NC State. Running back out of Pennsylvania.
Oh.
Pennsylvania. Nice.
Pennsylvania. Jeez, Pete. Red Raiders raid again.
Why we don't say their names. We just say where they're going.
Yep.
All right. Let's see if he even liked him. What was that guy's name?
Samuel Brown.
He likes Samuel Brown more than Dylan Bell. So, Dylan Bell, pack your bags, buddy.
Get on out.
I have to find Dylan Bell so I don't say his name later. Goodbye, Dylan. Goodbye, Toby. It's been nice. All right, we have Justin Williams. He is a 80-15-5 split between UC Irvine, Pepperdine, and NC State. Anteaters are on the march.
There you go.
Yes,
march
sir.
on.
UC Irvine, and they say goodbye to Che Nwabuko.
Not Nwabuko.
Not a anteater. Justin Williams taking his spot. Next up, Cody Hagan. 80-20 split between Florida State and LSU. Maybe going to LSU anyways, but we'll find out.
Oh.
Florida State, let's see if he will take him. Cody Hagan. He is at the bottom of the list, so Cody Hagan will not be going.
Oh, my.
There. Let's see LSU's list.
The drama.
Cody Hagan. He is listed right above Aryan Knighton, so Knighton is going to be finding himself a new home.
Pack your bags.
He was a solo commit, so he is now
Doesn't exist.
Nobody's commit.
He's dead to us until the walk-on draft.
To the walk-on draft. Next up, Mekhi Fox. Going to UC Irvine on a solo commit. After him, we have Amari Black.
Hey, we said it right.
Head of the Maryland Terrapins. He is now deciding between UCF, Pepperdine, and SMU on a 70-20-10 split. Where will Amari go? No Pep, no Smooth. Ucf.
There you go. Even though
Amari Black.
He did not deny the Knights, even though you denied him. Get it? Because you didn't say the nine.
I picked it up. All right. Next up on the list, we have Tayshawn Trent. 85-10-5 split between Michigan, NC State, and LSU. Cody Hagan may find himself on the streets once again.
Oh. I wrote in the Go Tigers this time, hoping that would help.
It did not. Michigan is taking Tayshaun Trent home, and Colston Loveland, that's got to be a made-up name on the sheet, is gone. All right, next up, Cameron Miller. 85-15 split now. Vandy is out. If you put a 0, that should probably work. 15 LSU. The wide receiver out of Tennessee, deciding where he would like to play next. UC Irvine. Cameron Miller in. Jace Wilson. See ya. In the walk-on draft. Next up, DeColdis to Eva Dewitt Crawford. 80-20 split between LSU and UNT. This is a player you must have high on your list.
Quite frankly, if it's not your number one recruit, I don't know what you're doing here, Colin. There you go.
LSU gets him. Will they kick somebody off to let DeColdis join the squad? Yes, they will.
Okay, good.
Say goodbye to Brody Foley.
Yeah, he can move it.
Cody Hagan is now gone. He does not have a team.
Nice.
Poor guy.
Sad thing is, DeColdis is one of our decommits with the Brian Kelly regime. So, unfortunately, he'll only be on LSU and the
coldest to ever turn down Brian Kelly being the head coach.
Yep.
Quentin Conley is a solo commit to Texas Tech. Let's see if they would like to keep him. They would for now. Keyword for now.
For now.
Next, we have an orgy. Alex. 80-20 split between LSU and Florida State.
Who?
Alex Orgy. Oh, this is as far as you got. That was where you marked.
Yes.
Yeah, ORJI, but that works. 2 teams, LSU and Florida State.
Is it 80-20?
Yep, 80-20. And there will be an orgy in LSU.
Oh, gosh.
Probably not the right way to say it. And he's actually second on LSU's list. Can't make this stuff up, folks.
Priorities.
All right, next up, Garrett Rangel. 2-teamer, 80-20 split between North Texas and Florida State. Garrett Rangel coming in somewhere on this list, very far at the bottom.
Between who?
He's actually going to be a solo commit to North Texas. All right, but you can have Garrett Rangel be Larry Simmons. 80-20 split between Texas Tech and UCF. Larry Simmons, the late night talk show guy.
Same one. Between who?
Let's see. We're going to go Texas Tech and UCF. And I'm trying to figure out Josh Hoover's the bottom one. Okay.
Do we know what odds are?
80-20.
80-20. Got it. And Red Raiders.
Red Raiders. Larry Simmons. Do you want him? Yes, you do. Who are we kicking out? Jay Fair. So if Jay Fair is gone, all of these ones are too.
I don't have nearly as much information to talk about Texas Tech here, if that's what we're doing.
They missed out on that one guy that plays quarterback.
Oh yeah, the one
Braden Locke is solo committing to
Starts
Texas
with an
Tech as
E.
well. So if you'd like to talk more about them,
Who?
Braden Locke is committing to Texas Tech on a solo.
Oh.
AJ Swan is taking himself to NC State. Then we have Jayshawn Patterson, solo committing to UCF. Did you see Tristan's comment?
No, I didn't.
Tech is really good at losing football games.
That's true.
And LSU loves orgies. We already knew that. All right, UCF.
I really want to know what
Jayshawn
architect
Patterson
means.
locks in. Next up, Corbin Page, solo committing to Michigan, as well as NC State getting a solo commit from Kaj Sanders. Michigan 1 away from filling their class. NC State 2 away. And LSU and Florida State making it very interesting. All right, next up, DeAnthony Gatson between two teams. Those two teams being Texas Tech and UNT. That's what they're trying to do. Get that Gatson. All right. Texas Tech 80, UNT 20. And the Red Raiders strike again. So Gatson, let's see if they want him. This is always the fun part. Oh, he does not like him.
Oh, no.
Wrong team. Wrong team.
Oh, okay.
Quentin Connolly gone, though.
I mean, after they get the Gatson joke, it's kind of a lock at that point.
So he got Larry Simmons, Gatson. Oh, Samuel Brown's gone. Quentin Connolly stays. Let me go check on Samuel Brown and make sure he wouldn't have gone elsewhere.
We seem to keep landing on Texas Tech during these pauses. So let me think. Lubbock, Texas. I have, let me think. Do I know literally anything about Texas Tech and Lubbock, Texas? They have a receiver that I like.
Too much longer because we are going to re-roll Samuel Brown.
Oh, there we go.
It is a 3-teamer. It is a 70-20-10 split. And the 3 teams are UCF getting a second shot at him, NC State, and UNT. So UNT entering the room, trying to land a player that Texas Tech, I guess they just don't want.
Yeeted them.
Yeah. Oh, wow. NC State.
And an upset.
They get Sam Brown. And they are now saying goodbye to Julian Lewis.
From one yeet to another is the circle of yeet.
All right, Brody Foley, solo committing to LSU. And let's make sure LSU wants him. They don't.
Colin, how could you?
So everybody from him down. Let's see. Zion Turner, Khalib Johnson. Yep. Brody. This should get a lot of fun when I end up seeing more LSUs. Go.
LSU.
All right, Zach Pyron, QB out of Alabama. Let's see if Florida State even wants him. Zach Pyron. They do. Okay.
Is he a roll or he's a solo?
He's not a solo.
Oh.
2-team. Zach Pyron. Pepperdine 80, Florida State 20. Fuss.
Too late. There you go, Pep.
Pepperdine gets Pyron. See if they want him.
Arr.
Now, my favorite thing to say about recruits.
Do they actually want them?
All right, Kevin Thomas. LSU, Texas Tech, but let's just double check. LSU doesn't care. Let's see how Texas Tech feels about him. They also don't want him. Sorry, Kevin.
Huh.
Kentrell Marks. Does Texas Tech care? Michigan has a spot. Texas Tech does care. So we have a roll between two teams.
What's the split?
80-20. Texas Tech with 80.
And who was the other one?
With 20.
There you go. Red Raiders right on.
All right, and we get to continue to play the Texas Tech round robin. We now kick off Quentin Connolly.
Pew pew.
Say nice to meet you, and Kentrell Marks takes his place for the time being. Until we meet more of these guys that Texas Tech likes. We're just looking for Quincy Mcadoo, if we're being honest. All right, Sean Miller, solo commit to NC State, and they are full. NC State will not be in on any more players. Remind me that when I try to say their name on the next one.
Yeah.
Damon Claiborne, 70-20-10 split between Pepperdine, SMU, and UNT.
Give me those schools again.
Schools are Pepperdine, SMU, UNT. 70-20-10.
Right, UNT. Nope. Dang it.
Pepperdine with
Quite
another
the
one.
opposite.
All right, then UNT is getting a solo commit from Kelsey Johnson. One of those.
One of them.
Kelsey. Just trying to be the next Sarah Fuller. Next, we have Stephen Bird, who is a 40-40-20 split in three teams. He is deciding between UCF 40, SMU 40, or Michigan 20. Michigan could fill up their class with this player.
There you go.
UCF is getting the Birdman. They want the Birdman. We're saying goodbye to Dejanovsky Schellenbaker. It's a hell of a name. Dejuvanaski Schellenbake. All right. Caleb Johnson is also rolling between UC Irvine and Pepperdine. It is a 85-15 split. UC Irvine with 85, Pepperdine with 15.
Da-da-da.
UCI. UCI welcomes in him, and they kick Richard Reese to the side. Dick Reese. Marquise White. This is a 70-20-10. This will decide Texas Tech's class if they can land him. 70-20-10 split between Texas Tech 70, SMU 20, LSU 10. Can we finish off Texas Tech?
Go Tigers. Dang it. Don't have it tonight. It's too much chalk. The chalk is too strong.
Okay, so
There you go.
Texas Tech is donezo.
Great job, Tristan. Good class.
They're kicking out. Just kidding. They still could get Quincy Mcadoo.
Oh, dang it.
We're just going to get Quincy off the board right now. Where is he? I think Quincy already went somewhere. Good. Right. Yep. That class is locked.
Mcadoo is Macadone.
Mcadoo is Mac of Michigan.
Oh, well, there you go.
All right. Next up on the list, so no more Texas Tech, remember. UNT getting a solo commit from Thomas Castellanos. Do they like him enough? Nope. But he's there for now. Okay, Anthony Henderson, solo commit to UCI. The Ant-Man.
The Ant-Man.
Josh Hoover, solo commit to North Texas. Let's see if they decide on him. Nope. Josh Hoover, see ya. Jalen Glover. He is getting rolled.
Glover.
He has a 70-20-10 split between Pepperdine, LSU, UCF. LSU, UCF. Yep. Jalen Glover, pepperoni.
Fits like a glove.
All right. We're getting down to it where we're about to say we're done. Just kidding. LSU, do they want Zion Turner right now? They do.
Geez, yeah, it's already 9:30.
Yep. This is about if we would have started at 8, I would have said goodbye, but we started too late.
Yeah.
Why did we do this to ourselves? I said I'd give an hour and a half of my time. Major Everhart, 80-20 split between SMU and Pepperdine. Let's check SMU's rankings real quick. They would like him. So 80-20 there. Let me know where he decides to go.
What were the schools again?
SMU 80, Pepperdine 20.
SMU.
SMU?
Yep.
What was his name? Major Everhart?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a great name.
I put Everclear, but it's Everhart.
Note to self, don't look at what you have written down.
Just trying to keep it spicy, you know.
In other news, UCI and Michigan both landed recruits. And Michigan is now full. So NC State getting a solo commit from Tevin Carter, but guess what? They're full, so we deleted. Colston Loveland also gone. All right, Tyler Johnson. UNT and LSU in on him, but he will be solo committing to UNT if they want him. What name did I just say?
Something Johnson. Was it Tyler Johnson?
Tyler Johnson, but he doesn't have him listed. He's not going anywhere.
No. He will be going from solo committing to no-low committing.
All right, so the next guy we have up is Dylan Sampson. Michigan, UCF, UC Irvine. Michigan's out, so it is UCF, UC Irvine, and Pepperdine. 3 teams for Dylan.
Goodness gravy.
And we are so close to the finish line.
Okay. Who was that?
UCF, 60. UC Irvine, 30. Pepperdine, 10. Dylan Sampson choosing to go.
Oh, upset.
UC Irvine. Hassan Mahasini will be looking for a new place to call home.
He just unpacked.
All right, Marlon Gunn. Signing between LSU and UC Irvine. Let's see. He is in there for LSU. This is a 90-10 split. Marlon Gunn. Marlon Pew Pew.
What are the teams?
90.
LSU 90?
Yep.
Who else?
UC Irvine with 10. This will fill UC Irvine's class if they can pull the upset.
And they don't. Go Tigers.
So Marlon Gunn is taking Zion Turner's position on the squad for now. Let's see. Okay. Next up, Cleve Johnson, solo committing to LSU. Congrats, Cleve.
Oh, there you go.
So as of right now, LSU does have a full class. As we know, that changes. Bryson Donnell, 90-10 split between UC, Irvine, and Pepperdine. UCI gets him. They are full. Bryson Donnell, 90-10. So 90 for UCI, 10 for Pepperdine. UCI, their class is full. Bryson Donnell will be the last piece. And Tavius Lockett, deuces.
There you go.
All right, where were we? So we're on there. We just cleared a lot of the board.
Well, that's good.
UC Irvine was all over the bottom of this board.
Sweet.
I can see the finish line.
That's very good. I definitely have finals to go get work done for.
Perfect. We just deleted 10 cells. Quoran Adams is solo committing to SMU. As we always say, for now.
For now.
It's becoming more and more of a for sure. Wesley Grimes, is he going to LSU? He is not. See you later, Wesley. Xavier Thomas to UCF. They do have a spot for him. Xavier Thomas. Locking in for now. Julian Lewis, not going anywhere because they don't want him. Does UCF want Quan Lee? Yes, they do. Goodbye, Landon Sampson.
No.
Don't get too butthurt about it.
It's not that I know anything about Landon Sampson, just giving him the general pity demise.
Where did he go? UCF. Caleb Douglas. 60-40 split between UC Irvine and UNT. Let's just check. They do like him. Okay. Wait, did I say UC Irvine? They're done. He's solo committing to North Texas. This is what we live for here. Solo commits at the end. Filling up classes. Not rolling the dice. Landon Sampson, I said he's gone. Pagan's gone. Deshovanowski's gone. Travis Hunter's still there. Theodore Mellon Orstrom's gone. All right. 6 guys left.
Let's do it.
And when I say 6, I mean 5.
Sweet.
Jeremiah Dillon is solo committing to Pepperdine.
I like to hear.
For now.
Oh, gosh.
Luther Righteson is solo committing to LSU.
Go Tigers.
Who is losing their commitment? That would be the coldest. Hear your cat.
Yes. It's off being needy.
Cats do best. All right. Let's see. So he's solo committing to LSU. Next up, Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is a 70-20-10 split. But let's check out UNT and if they like Travis Hunter or not. They didn't give 2 shits about Travis Hunter, and they're full. So that leaves us with a 80-20 split between Florida State and Pepperdine for Travis Hunter. Apologize for the language, folks.
Who is it again?
The hunter-gatherer backwards.
Yeah, I
Florida
know.
State and Pepperdine.
What percent?
So it's going to be a 80-20.
Oh, I realized I had hunter gatherer backwards, and I killed it. There you go.
Florida State.
Going Tallahassee.
All right. Oops, I just did that backwards. I just had my fuss done. The next one is Ashton Gianti, and he is a 60-40 split between LSU and Pepperdine. But LSU doesn't care. So he's going to Pepperdine.
Because I didn't know how to spell that dude's name.
Let's see. Travis Hunter pops over Tanner Bailey. Not Jamarian. Okay. Travis Hunter in. Then we got Gene T going to Pepperdine. Right now there is every single school has 15. We're just seeing who's getting the boot here at the end. Andrew Paul. These teams all had them higher on their list, I believe. Let's see. UCF didn't have him listed, so they're out on him. LSU had him listed. Florida State. Too low, so he's out. Pepperdine. Okay, so Pepperdine's in. 2 players left, and this is what I'm dealing with. And Smoo. Where does Smoo have him? After Corin Adams, but before Major. Okay, perfect. So we have this is a 70-20-10. 3 players. Andrew Paul. Tristan, I'm not sure who you're talking about. Went to Michigan. So we have SMU with 70, LSU with 20, and Pepperdine with 10.
Thought Pepperdine was full.
They have Andrew Paul listed high enough.
Got it. Smoo
takes Andrew Paul. If they get him, Major Everhart is no longer has a team because he's solo committed here. Major Broken Heart. All right.
Womp womp.
Caleb Webb, UCF and Florida State. Florida State doesn't care. See if UCF does. UCF does, so he will be a solo commit. And let's see. Steve Angeli is gone. Who's this guy? Caleb Webb. And guess what? We're done. We will post the pictures. Woo. Yeah, I just had to put my hat back on. Disheveled. We got Tyrion in the
I'm about to say, can I unscreen share?
Yes. Should we ask Matt one more time?
Shouldn't need Matt. Yeah.
So yeah, everybody in Conference 3, full classes. Congratulations. My cheeks are red because you have to drink to get through this. And everybody in Conference 2, full classes, full marks. Well done. Yes, and it is 3 minutes before an hour and a half. So we did exactly what we needed to do. We will be having a roundtable. We'll ask you how you thought the season went. But hey, we still got NFL playoffs. Go out there, win those games. And we'll pray to God for no Week 14 buys in the future. Cheers.
Please.